There are over 700 foster kids in Macomb County alone, and I was a part of that number. The majority of kids in foster care are being abused, raised around alcohol and drugs, or just being neglected in their own home. Being born into this lifestyle, it was all I knew. After living a life of neglect, it was hard to bond with foster parents. Even when I was placed in a foster home with a family who cared for me and wanted nothing but the best for me, I didn't trust it and I acted out. As sad as it sounded, I wanted to go back with my mother, who was addicted to crack cocaine. Once a child reaches 13 years old, there is almost 0% chance of being placed in an adopted home. You begin to believe that you will never live in a permanent home. There's just no hope.
Friends of Foster Kids was established in 2007 to help try and give some basic child experiences to these kids in unfortunate situations. 47% of former foster youth will experience homelessness, and only 2% of former foster youth graduate college. There is no cure for the rate of foster kids. It's an ongoing problem with no solution.
On Christmas, we didn't want to get out of bed. Let me say that again. As a child waking up on Christmas morning, we didn't want to get out of bed. If you can't imagine how that feels, painful, that's the only way to describe it. Then Friends of Foster Kids started its foundation and immediately impacted my life. Meeting Friends of Foster Kids inspired my life and brought new meaning as they work with the Department of Human Service to help kids like us. Words can't explain the feeling of never having a bike or a doll, and then Friends of Foster Kids stepped in to change that.
Friends of Foster Kids provides over 10,000 Christmas presents every year. Once you make that choice to change a life, you'll be hooked on how much of an impact you can make with such a small effort. You can bring hope to a child who was abandoned and lost with nothing in this world. Friends of Foster Kids doesn't just give at Christmas either. During back to school, we supply utensils and supplies to set these children up for success when the world has set them up for failure. Michigan colleges and universities have outstanding scholarships in place for qualifying foster kids that excel in school to have their tuition paid for. But that doesn't include the basics needed to further their education and give them a new life. With your help and all of the dedicated people who donate their time, money, gifts, space, resources, and much more, we can change the lives of these foster kids, showing that they're not alone, not forgotten.
My first Christmas with Friends of Foster Kids, I didn't receive one present, but everything on my list. It brought tears to my eyes, seeing someone really cared. With Friends of Foster Kids helping me and setting me up for success, I now work at the Justice Center with abused and neglect girls. I also give my time by wrapping presents and organizing gift bags. I see and I'm involved with all the hard work this organization does to help these children. But the fact is that we are constantly gaining foster kids and losing donors. Being a foster child and knowing that there were truly people out there who wanted me to be successful changed my life. Now I give back and I see how easy it is, and I know how big of a difference it makes.
Our organization always needs committed people who will donate their time, wrapping presents, organizing the baskets, answering phone calls, gathering lists, and delivering presents. All that costs is their time. We have people who have services they donate, whether it's utilities, buildings, storage, or shelving. And finally, gifts. From the basics of clothes, bed sheets, and hygiene products, to special items such as bikes, games, dolls, arts and crafts, and electronics. There is so much needed. Every little bit will help. Look around. We are all so blessed. Isn't it time for us to give back to those less fortunate? Won't you and maybe a friend or two be a Santa angel this year? This is your opportunity to change a life, to touch the heart of a child.
To be a Santa to a child who is abandoned and lost with nothing else in this world.
Friends of Foster Kids needs your help.
These children need your help.
Please, won't you help?